Now what we're going to do is go about and edit a target list. Now there are a number of things. I could edit target list, or I can edit lithology list or a casing list, and they all essentially are the same thing. They are of the styles of grid, in which case we can organize the data that we put in them in the number of columns that we put in. In this case, I bring up the targets list, and the current default has name, north, south, east, west, TVD, northing, and easting. And I decide for whatever reason that I want to rearrange that order. So I come down here and I hit easting and then hit the right button, get rid of that, and I want to have north, south, and east, west, so TVD there. So I come over here and I've got two columns there that I want to have, and so now I'm going to select my easting, my northing, and then my easting, and then my north-south, and my east-west. And so I've got everything lined out. There's other things here that I can put in there, but I'm not somebody who likes to have too much complication involved in it, so I'm just going to leave it right there where it's at. And I have to go ahead and apply this. So I apply that, and I can see it change up here in the template that I have on the screen. The only other thing I may want to do is I may want to change the font. So I change the font, and I say I don't really like Arial that much. I'm going to use Tahoma. So I come down here and I find Tahoma, and I'll make it a little smaller, and just for kicks I'll make it italic bold, and I go OK, and now I apply that. Every time I make a change, before I can see it, I need to apply it. So once I decide that I have it where I want it, then I can go ahead and make default. Now that I've gone ahead and made those changes, I may want to go from the editing frame over into the graphics object so I can make some other changes. I have on here things in which I can change the background colors of different aspects. The background color of the main box I can change. Maybe I want it to be a light gray, so I can do that. You can see how it changes to light gray. I've got the header color that I can adjust. Maybe I want to have a dark or a light blue up here for the header color, so I change that. And again, if I have second thoughts on my font that I have, maybe I want to change the color of the font to be red, and I can do that. So I've changed that around, and now I can save those changes so that that becomes the default. So all the changes that I make to the edit frame aren't necessarily reflected in everything that I have here in the edit frame. I can make some changes directly within the design space that I have over here, and that works the same for all the different kinds of different lists that we have.